What's up, listeners of A Cup of Ambition? I'm Emma.
And I'm Hanny.
No name this week?
I forgot to do a name.
I don't know what you would be either. You're just yourself this week. We're rejecting the rumors and we're being who we are.
Period.
Okay. Anyway, this is our podcast where we chat about ambition. If you're listening and you don't know what ambition is, it's a fan-created series by our friends Maggie and Esther, semi-inspired by the characters of Girl Meets World that centers around a performing art school. You can read it and find more information at ambitionsource.tumblr.com.
Yes, and this is not going to be a spoiler-free podcast, so go read it, then come back.
Yeah. With that being said, sit back, relax, and pour yourself a cup of ambition.
Hell yeah.
So this week we're chatting about the 5th episode, Extra Extra.
Shit goes down this episode. Like, a lot gets revealed. Some assholes get a voice in this.
Yeah.
Some good performances, I will say.
Yeah, there's a good one in here.
And some good there's some good dynamics up in here.
And this was an interesting it was kind of short, but
yeah, it was short. I think, was this the shortest up, right?
Maybe, I think.
And
I think it's because the performances like aren't crazy long and detailed.
It just felt so short when I was rereading it, and I was like, wait, it's over? Like, it's done? I thought there'd be more, like, it ended fine. Like, I love it. It's a good episode, but I'm so used to like long ass episodes, and now I'm like,
I know season 3 it's like 30,000 words every single episode. So
right. Well, the episode like starts off with a song performance with people that I do not like. So that's a great start.
It's rumor has it by Adele, but yeah, I was like, it's Maya and like her little minion squad.
Like Adele is great, but the performances by these girls,
Sarah, Darby, and Chai.
Yep.
And it's like, why do y'all have to? I mean, I could see like Maya having a nice voice for it, and like it seems like a cool idea, but I also hate them. So
yeah, we are not fans of this girl group. I'm sorry to say. Jesus. But I think I ranked this song performance. Hold on. Let me go through my notes. Sorry. I ranked it 6 out of 10 because I love Adele, but this is not my favorite Adele song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something about it that just doesn't hit in my heart the way that other songs that she's made has.
It has maybe the British spelling of rumor. And British people aren't real, so.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's it. That's why I hate it.
Okay, sorry. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry I interrupted you. About the song.
Oh shit, girl! I forgot. Sorry, girl. No, but it wasn't that important because I feel like I was just gonna repeat what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So over the course of the song, we kind of at the start parallel the pilot, like going over everyone's home life, as they get ready for school. But there's a darker edge to it. Like Corey and Topanga are fighting, annoying asses, and Riley like
who cares about them
out of her window to avoid them, which makes me really sad. Like she has to like fucking climb out a window and down a fire escape to go to school instead of like go out the front door. Bro, that's pretty bad.
New York is so wild that you could just like go through your window and then going down the fire escape, whatever it's called, and it's just, how is that possible? Like, imagine. That's so weird to me. New Yorkians are so wild for that.
I think it's not like super normal to do. to do. I mean, maybe it is. We can ask our resident New Yorker. That is not here. So, but like I feel like they're kind of like rickety, and some of them, like, you know, the ladder doesn't go all the way down. So like,
yeah, that's dangerous.
But I guess because Riley lives in like Greenwich Village, which is like pretty nice to my knowledge, so maybe she's like okay.
Wonderful. I think what I would like about having that would be just if I wanted some fresh air, even though New York does not have fresh air, I know
it's like
go.
fucking rotten eggs and trash and pollution.
You go out, it's just that whiff. Ew, I literally could never. I would not want to live in New York. I'm sorry. Like, there's so many people stacked upon each other. That whiff of nastiness. I think it's just one whiff and you're out. You're not cold. You're dead.
I think it would be fun to like see rats fighting on the street downstairs. That's why I opened my door to watch like a UFC fight league of rats like trying to get pizza.
Bro, New York doesn't feel real to me. Sometimes people like there's photos, or I follow this Instagram page. Well, it's Subway of New York. I don't know what it's called now, but it's like a bunch of posts of people in the subway and shit that happens. And it's so
crazy.
It's so crazy. Some of these people are dressed up in the weirdest things. And this is before COVID. Like some of the things that people are on, I feel like a lot of people in New York are on drugs.
I had a dream that I was on the subway last night. And like I was trying to like read and like mind my business, and I was famous, obviously.
Ooh, of course.
People were trying to talk to me, and then like these people started like dancing, and this person then started to start a fight with me because I was just like trying to read, and I was just like, "Hi, like okay, like please leave me alone." And like they kept getting closer and closer to me. And they're like, "What the fuck?" I was like,
"Oh my god!"
I think
that is crazy.
You know, if you can't tell from everything about me and the way that I talk, I'm from California. I'm from California, and I feel like California is like, you know, New York and California are like opposites, and we have different energies, but I think that there's a lot of chaos in both of them. Like in California, you see like some weird fucking shit like everywhere, and it's just kind of like, I mean, I notice it, I'm like, oh, that's like weird, but you just kind of like have to nod and keep going. I guess that's true for like Florida too, but
yeah, it's so funny because when you said that, I was like, Florida ain't that good either. Like California, Florida, New York, those are the states that you hear about. You're like, those bitches. Fuck,
that's why we're like this. So.
Yeah, amazing. Right.
Anyways, yeah. So Issa is in stinky, gross New York, and she's getting ready for school, and she gets texts from Dylan and Asher about like, oh, did you see the confessions page? Why didn't you tell us? Issa, respond to me. And Issa's like, oh, fuck. And she goes and looks, and she's like, oh, fuck. And yeah, pretty crazy.
Something gets revealed this episode. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna get revealed in like the next part.
We could just say it's like, but at that moment we don't know.
Yeah, but if you don't know, and you're gonna know now, is that Isadora's mother is a famous pop singer called Valerie de la Cruz, and
she's hot.
She's a MILF, yes. Shout out to the MILF lovers.
Yeah.
And now this was like not really a secret per se, because if you looked at the yearbook, like some of these people have said in the show, that you will notice that her name is Isadora de la Cruz, but because she goes by the nickname of Smackle, they didn't realize the connection.
Also, I thought the confessions page caption was kind of like, well, it was funny, but it was really mean. Like they're like, she's talentless. So it's like Issa is talentless. I'm like, damn, like
damn,
this is rude as fuck.
That is also, but you know what? It's confessions pages are like, they're like really evil because they're anonymous. So they really went all out for this. God, what a little whoever wrote that.
I feel like they could have been like way meaner though, but it was still mean. Like
no, but
I could see the vision.
Talentless, that shit would hurt me emotionally. Like it's true, but you don't have to say it so loudly, you know?
No.
God,
I think we could be kind of mean on there. I could see it. I don't think I'm like a mean person, but I think like I can like say mean shit.
Oh wow, like, it's getting revealed. Emma made a confession page.
I just think I can be mean if I want to be, and like rap, but
just go for the jugular, you know.
But I'm not like I like peace, but
I like
okay. Anyway,
so I would be like, yes, post it.
Yeah, it's like I'd be like, I'd write it and I'd be like, no.
I'm the little devil on your shoulder.
Yeah.
The next,
but the there's another post.
Yeah, yes.
And
you can say it.
There's a post of Riley and Charlie, and it's their little hug at the end of the performance for the winter showcase.
And the funny thing is, Charlie initiated that hug. Yeah, not Riley.
And the caption is like, maybe they're growing close. Ooh. So that's like another thing going on, but the main news is Issa's mother is famous.
Yes.
And so Issa goes walking through school and like everyone is talking shit and she's like freaking out. And she goes and hides in the bathroom and there's like some other freshmen in there and she's like, get the fuck out. Like
I literally was when I read this, I was like, what if they were taking a massive tour? What is it with like these TV shows where like they go in the bathroom and they're never really using the bathroom. They're just in there doing makeup or they're just talking shit. I'm like, there has to be one person that is having the massive diarrhea attack. I'm sorry to keep bringing up this.
Is this something that happens all the time in your life that you think that this?
No, like I'm sorry to bring it up constantly in every episode, but every time they're in the bathroom, they're never taking a dookie. I'm not saying that you are peeing or like anything. Like this is the bathroom, okay?
Can you imagine there's another person just in the corner that Issa didn't see and they just like, have to hide in there because they're like, fuck, like
it was funny, like if they're on their period and you hear like the crackling. It's just like, you just hear it. And Isadora's like having a panic attack in the corner. It's sad, but I'm just saying there needs to be some realism in this episode.
Someone comes in and they're like, "Can I borrow a quarter? I need to buy something." She's like crying.
God, oh my God, yeah. So I do feel for her because she's like having like a breakdown, and she throws her phone at the wall. She shatters. She's having a moment, and
like I don't know if she can afford another one, but okay.
Girl, yeah, I was like, some of these kids, they don't think before they do things.
Like punch a wall or something. Like I guess that would fucking hurt, but
that'd be a Lucas thing.
Yeah, he does. But I'm just saying, if she wants to be violent or like throw your book against a wall or something, like
yeah.
I guess I get it. Like, if you're angry, you're not going to be thinking clearly, but...
You imagine the way she relieves her anger is she grabs a bunch of toilet paper or just paper, she wets it and just, like, throws it up at the wall. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever gone to, like, a public bathroom and you look up and there's just a bunch of paper on the ceiling? Those are people that are mad.
Oh, my God. Also, I think it's unrealistic that they go into the bathroom and also no one is like smoking in there. I guess maybe it's not like a crazy school, but I don't know. I feel like the upperclassmen would be like addicted to weed or like nicotine because it's like art school.
Isadora goes into the bathroom and it's just a bunch of smoke. She can't even see shit. She's like, where am I?
She's like,
no, realistically,
there's no one there because they're so thick with smoke.
She thinks someone's in there.
Or she starts crying and like there's other people there and she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. Realistically, though, if I'm in the bathroom and somebody goes into the bathroom and then tells me to get out, well, I'm about to start fighting.
I'd be like, constitutional right to be.
I mean, yeah. Like, what right to shit. Are you going into the bathroom? I'm taking a shit and you're telling me to get out? What the fuck, dude? That's not fair. Realistically,
like,
though,
don't cry in the stall. Like, it's okay. People are gonna talk about it anyway. They're probably told their friends, "Oh, do you see? Isadora was like told us to get the fuck out and she was crying." So it's not like it's secret, anyways.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry to derail this entire thing.
No, it's cool.
The next scene is in the techie room, or well, it's not in the techie booth, but it's a bunch of techies, and they're like, "Lucas, have you seen what's going down?" And Lucas is like, "I don't give a fuck." Like,
I don't think he has a phone. I think he has a pager. from the 90s.
My mans don't even have a phone. He out here living life day to day, not giving a damn shit about nothing. And that's why he's like
he has
he's
a
so
flip phone
unbothered.
just to play Tetris. And that's all he does. Maybe he'll do like solitaire sometimes.
Bro, how
to
funny
switch
would
it
it
up.
be? Yes, but how imagine if Lucas, like, if they pulled a Gossip Girl and it was Lucas who had been pulling the confessions page his entire
That'd be funny.
And that would be like the most stupid review because you'd be like, wow. Riverdale tease. Right, anyways. David's like, so
well, he first brings up the Riley and Charlie thing to Lucas, which is like not why they're talking about it, but he's like,
Lucas is like, and why would I care? And you're like, do you not care?
I was gonna say, yeah, one, okay, Lucas, but also we would definitely be Dave because he's like, well, it's interesting because the other post suggests something otherwise, and he's like obsessed with it. Like that would be
yeah, because I love how he's like, Dave is really he is so observant.
Mm-hmm.
He's out here. People may not take him seriously because he's a bit of a himbo, but he knows. He sees things.
Mm-hmm.
Does he know how to connect them? Maybe not, but
that's why we're here on our blog.
Exactly. Emma had coming through.
Again, like maybe if some people followed, then like all this would be done earlier, but okay.
Also, wait, there's this part where
I'm like getting mad even though this does not exist, but like maybe people fucking followed. God. Okay, anyways, continue.
Follow our blog at Emma had. Imagine we had a blog.
Oh my god, we should make one.
That'd be funny. And we just like make like random posts as if we were in the school and we were like interactive. Oh my god, that's
like just was in the bathroom. Issa told me to fucking get out. I said no, bitch. I'm fucking shit right now.
I can't. There's this part where like Lucas takes Dave's phone and he like deletes the Instagram app and it goes like, how does he know how to delete shit? He doesn't have a phone. What's the truth here, you know?
And I feel bad for Dave. iPhone 3 and it just like sits in a box under his bed.
He just never uses it. Well, when they get to the more important part where it's like, oh, Issa's home life has been revealed, you know, with her mom being famous, and he's like, oh shit, and he books it. My man is out. My man is good because he was worried for his friend. He didn't even take a minute to be like, oh my god, what's going on? No, he booked it.
Mm-hmm. You saying like, fucking bolt.
Yes. This is okay. I love
with his fucking clunky ass boots.
Clunky ass boots. New boot goofing.
Okay, go talk about how much you love Lucas. Sorry.
Yes, I'm not. I just love Lucas, but the next part is my favorite, like one of my favorite scenes because it's just Lucas and Riley. They're working together to find Isadora, and I love this because it's not like Lucas is like, "No, you can't help me, you fucking bitch." You know, he like, "Okay, come on, let's go," and they do it together. And I'm like, "Oh, thank God!" You know, I feel like Lucas was really nice this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And not to be a white boy. Yeah. Well, you know,
like kind of, but yes.
I know, not really.
For the most part, good intentions.
Yes. We stand one white boy.
But yeah, I really like that moment. It was I mean, Luke is one of my favorite characters. I like that scene. It was really cute, and like I liked how they were concerned, and he's just like, all right, let's fucking go, like we gotta find this shit. And so they search a bunch of the bathrooms, and like Riley has to go in because she's a girl, and then they get close to one of the last ones, and you can hear Issa crying or whatever, I don't know, having a panic attack outside. So Lucas just like, all right, I don't give a shit, I'm going in now.
He did not give a shit. He's like, he really did not wait for Riley to go in there.
Yeah, and Riley was like, oh, okay, and then she goes in.
She goes in, and then we kind of see Isadora's having like a breakdown or a panic attack, and Lucas knows how to to deal with that. He has experience with it. And, he's doing this routine where it's like 5 things you can see, 4 you can hear, 3 you can touch, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. And then Issa's like, aren't the most optimistic because I can smell sweaty performers stink. And just not to bring it back, that there was someone taking a shit. And just hearing all of this go down, he's like, hey, listen, it's not my fault. It smells like shit in here, but it's a bathroom, Let me live. And Riley and Lucas, imagine. Okay, well, it's a really good moment between Luca and Dora where he's helping her out.
It's very sweet. And Riley is very impressed. She's like, oh, Lucas he's soft. Like, he knows, like, what to do in this moment. But she's also, oh my gosh, she's like, I wonder if they're more than friends. Oh my god.
There's, like, more important things to be, like, a hand.
We're in a fucking bathroom and people are crying, like...
girly, but you know what? I'm the same. Like, I'd be like, ooh, what's going on here? But that's just because I'm I don't know how to say. I'm a bit of a slut.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, sexy.
In the fucking bathroom. Ew.
In the bathroom. You're like, ooh, sexy to the Luke.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you're attracted to him, so you'd be attuned to that. Which is why Riley is attuned to that and is like, ooh, I wonder if something's going on. But it's like, girl, literally, she's helping him with, or he's helping her with a panic attack. Like, it's not like a hot moment.
Yes, it's not. Like, there's like definitely like not the greatest moment to be thinking about this. I will say that. But she is 15. She's a bit of a hormonal teenager. I get that.
Yeah. Riley I feel like she is kind of bad at understanding romantics. I mean, not like bad, but like she's like thinks Charlie is like super into her. And it's like,
you would too if what the shit that he does this episode. You'd be like, wait a second, is he like?
I would know exactly that he's like me the second I see him. So
all right, well,
I wouldn't.
Well, here's the thing. He does such a not a convincing job because like some of the things he does, but like for Riley who doesn't know this dude. And she has a bunch of other bullshit to be dealing with, and then having to deal with this other bullshit that Charlie brings in. Like, I'd be like, wait, what's going on? And then again, like, poor Riley. Like, look at the way she grew up with Corey and Topanga. Like, does she know how true romance is? No.
True.
She has been conditioned to think like in such a weird way. So she's like, wait a second, is he kind of into me? No,
that's true because I feel like Corey and Topanga like be arguing all the time and like mean to each other or like weird with each other. I don't know. It's like, so it's like weird.
It's exactly.
Or like how much affection is that, I don't know. Anyways, you have a good point, but still, I just think it's funny that she's like thinking about that.
No, I mean, like, girl, I mean, at the same time, it's like, like a little bit kind of, I don't want to say conceited, but maybe. Or she's like, oh, maybe he likes me. Like, girl, some people are just nice too. But then again, it's like you see the scene where when we get to there, you'll see what he says, and you're like, oh, well, I mean, it is a little bit deceiving because like the things that he says are so weird.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily like super conceited. I mean, kind of, but it's just like. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's just they're weird, but it might also be like my own bias and like knowledge of everything because I know literally everything that happens ever because I'm so smart.
Well, and then like he performs a really unsubtle song.
But oh wait, what?
Like he performs this episode and it's like not subtle. Like,
but about what?
About. Well, I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about it later because I did listen to that twice and jotted down notes. I'll just.
Ooh, okay. Oh, we
can move on. I'm sorry. I'm harping on this.
No.
So the A class are meeting and they're all talking about all the drama, and this is one of my favorite parts when Dave was like, "How do we not know? I thought her last name was Smackle," Esther's like, it's De La Cruz. And Nate says, yeah, you could have checked the yearbook. And Dave's like, since when? Which is hella fucking funny.
Also, I love that Nate was like, yeah, you could have like, does he know? Like, do you think he knew?
Maybe. I feel like he wasn't like, the people that she told were probably like Lucas and Sean, but I feel like maybe he kind of figured it out.
Fascinating.
Or maybe he didn't put 2 and 2 together, but like he knew it was De La Cruz. I don't know. Maybe I feel like because Nate is like a little money lover. You know, I think it'd be really funny if he was like trying to hint that he knew and he wants money from Valerie, but like not.
He's just like, yeah, me too, bitch.
He's like, wow, you know, it'd be so cool to have like rich parents, right? Like that'd be cool. He's just like, yeah, like, and he's like, yeah, like, you know, what if my parent was famous and had like a big mansion and like platinum singles with lots of money? She's like, what?
What is going on here? And we have actual nice guy Charlie be like, let's stop talking about it. Because you know, for respect for Isadora. Okay, we stand. He
and
really
like,
is nice.
Shut the fuck up, Charlie.
Yeah, you know, it's so funny the way that they treated him. Like, okay, Prince Charming or Your Highness. I'm like, damn, like y'all bitches are so. They're so rude in this entire. Like, what would your nickname be in this? Like, imagine they gave you a weird ass nickname. I'd be mad. Actually, no, that brings me. Oh my god, you know what? That brings me to when I was
having like trauma.
I have trauma in middle school. My PE teacher nicknamed me. You want to hear what he nicknamed me? Grandma. When I asked him why, he's like, "Oh, because of your glasses." And I was like, you motherfucker. You tried me at like 12 years old. I'm a grandmother. And the freaking annoying thing is that people started calling me grandma. Like, I was doing, when we were playing like soccer or something, like, grandma over here. I'm like, no, stop. I hated it. It was like the worst thing you could call a 12-year-old at the time. And you know what? My dumbass didn't think to like go to the office and be like, hey, this PE teacher is calling me a grandmother. But you know what? It's also partially my fault because I found him attractive. In a way, I was like, oh,
you're getting teased at you.
I was like, kind of like, okay.
That's fucking funny. You want to be his DILF?
His DILF?
His JILF. Grandma, I'd like to.
His DILF? No. Oh my god.
But I would have accepted that. I think I was probably calling myself a grandma at that age.
I know,
like
but
myself. Like, and you know what? It's kind of true for you. Like you crochet and stuff.
Wait, what?
I said now you crochet and stuff. Like that's very grandma. But I don't think being a grandma is bad.
Now that you say that, maybe I am kind of a grandma.
It's okay.
Some of my interests. Yeah, we are old. Like we are old people.
We are decrepit.
We are literally dust right now.
I had like a bantery thing with my freshman year PE teacher, and he would I feel like I'm gonna dox myself, so maybe I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I won't say it, but anyways.
Well, can you tell me after this?
Yeah. Well, I'll just say it and you'll know, but don't say it. But he would call me ew. You don't know why? I was scared. Wait, lots of people would call me that though, because it's like, but
no, let's see. That would have gotten some like hands for me. I would have been like, call me ill one more time, bitch. That is, you know what? Dox his number, please. I want to know who he is. I don't fucking
have his number. I meant dox myself.
No, I know, but I want you to dox him now.
Okay.
But I love that it was like both PE teachers. What's going on with them?
PE teachers, they're always just like, but he was really nice. Like he was funny. He was chill.
Was he cute?
I mean, not really. Like, but he was nice. We would like chat with him to not have to do the mile, and then he'd be like, "Can you fucking go run?" Like, I know that you're just trying to get out of running. I'm like, "Fuck, okay, fine." But I feel like PE teachers, they're always kind of like are a bit of an asshole, but like a nice asshole. I don't know. They like to joke. They're either like a mega asshole or they're like a fun, sarcastic little shit.
I mean,
And
both of my PEs,
Lucas's dad is an asshole.
well, yes, that is
Asshole
true. And
gym
we're
teacher.
gonna learn about him and more like later on in the scenes.
Yeah,
But
sorry to go. to go.
No. But the actor that they chose to play Kenneth, which is Lucas's dad, I'm sorry to say, he is attractive.
Girl, you're so like boring. Like he's like, ugh.
No, wait, but if you take out the fact that he's Lucas, like just don't think
No,
about
I
him.
know who he is. Like I've watched others. I mean, I guess he's like, to me, it's like he's attractive in a very like conventional, like hetero way, and it's just like, okay, like whatever, you're there.
No, yeah,
But that's
right.
like me.
I mean, he's not like the most attractive thing in the world. But if you don't know who for the people who are listening, his name is the guy from Arrow named Steven.
I don't fucking know. Amel,
yeah. I don't know how to... but I was gonna say that I had 2 gym teachers in my middle school, and they were both. Well, one of them was 25. He was young, but the other one was probably like mid-30s. Very attractive, both of them. Probably the reason why I like older men now, because they were attractive, y'all. It was true.
It's true.
Right. I feel like this is going into a complete different...
No, hold on. I was gonna say, sorry, we have to keep talking. I was just gonna say, in my elementary school, we had like this like really young gym teacher, and he was like fucking like ripped. Like he was like very conventionally attractive. And then he also went to like a year later, he started working at our middle school. And it was like, oh my gosh, like he's so fine. But
he's fine?
Yes, he was like, but also it was like, again, very like conventionally attractive. But
it's like, listen, when you live in where I live, which is Florida, there's not that many options, not so many good options. So like when you find someone that's a little bit conventionally attractive, you're like, let's go. Also, I was like 12. I didn't really have my way of seeing things was completely different.
And that's true. I feel also, like part of go ahead, sorry.
No, wait, go.
I was just gonna say, I feel like when you're younger, like you're conditioned to like kind of like what is conventional and like what you think you're supposed to like. Maybe that's just like a me
I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know, because I have such weird ass tastes like in men. I was telling my mom this the other day. I was telling her that I like this dude from Impractical Jokers, and she's like, "Girl, that's some fucking standards." And I'm like, "It's not my fault. He's attracted to me." It's annoying too, because I know he's not attractive, but I like him.
I still think it's funny that I thought it was Sal. I don't know that much about Impractical Jokers, except like I've like these YouTubers I watch talk about them, and I've seen some things, like some videos or whatever. But I think it's so funny that it's like the one guy that I didn't know existed.
Okay, but Sal is cute, but I'm more of a Q girl. I don't know. Maybe it's the long hair.
I like, what's that one guy?
That's bald.
Yeah, I was gonna say him, Murr.
he
what
has his charm.
Guy.
He has his charm, you know. But
I think what's the other guy? Joe.
The other guy's Joe.
He's alright.
He's funny. He's like one of the funnier ones. Like I would say, like in terms of funny, it would probably be Joe, Sal, Q, Murr.
Okay, so Murr's like down there.
He's That's like funny, but not like
he's not giving like the others.
Yeah, he's not giving. Which, sorry, Murr. Right. Well.
Okay, so you can tune into our Impractical Jokers podcast next
Saturday. Yeah. Right. So back in the episode, we just we have Nigel being like, "Oh, you were also in the Instagram page. You were a little bit of talk of the town too." And Charlie's like, "You can't control rumors." very nonchalantly. Like, he was not given a damn, which is like a big difference to like last time.
True. So true. Yeah, last time there was the picture of Zay and Charlie, and he was like, don't fucking look at me, Zay. Like, he like ran away. And now he's like, you can't do shit about it.
It is interesting though, because like if you didn't know what you know now, you might be thinking, oh, maybe Charlie's homophobic.
That's true, because he's like Catholic.
Because we saw the review. I think it was like the first episode where we see that he's Catholic, and then you see his reaction to the Zarly scene, and you're like, there's some homophobia going on here. Like, if this is like if you didn't know anything, like you just based off what the episodes.
If you don't have your 1,000 eyes open like I do, like the biblical angels, then you might think so. But I also feel like Charlie is, I mean, I guess it depends, but I feel like Charlie is like, you can tell that he's like very like nice and kind to a lot of people, so maybe he wouldn't be. But I do get what you're saying, like you don't know if that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, like there's just like some of the things that he's doing, like.
But I thought it was interesting how he's like, can't control the rumors. Like, can you not, or do you not want to? Is it, is it working for your favor? What's up? Because he can control by being like, okay, I'm not going to talk to this person anymore if he wants to, or he could say something if he wanted to, but he's not.
Suspicious.
And Angela is like, okay, y'all get ready to perform. And the techies are like, Lucas and Issa aren't here. Angela's like, and? So I put that down as an infraction because
I'm glad you did.
And one, Angela does not care that Lucas and Issa are gone. Like, her students aren't like, I mean, she's for the performers, but students are not there.
Yeah, I think like, it's so. I know her ass. If it was Maya and Farco that weren't there, she would be like, all right, y'all, let's give it a minute. They'll be here. Her ass is so biased.
And then also, I was like, where is Sean to help him figure stuff out? Like, he's supposed to be like the techie teacher, so why can't he be like, okay, Dylan, you're in charge now, or whatever. I mean, maybe Dylan wouldn't be right for being in charge, but like, okay, this person is in charge now, because he wasn't like helping Issa at this point. Like, he wasn't in the office like in the next scene or so. So I mean, he shows up like later after, like he's there during the class, but like he doesn't say shit. Like, I'm like, aren't you supposed to like? He was in his office fucking knocked out.
Probably a little hungover or something. Like, that man is a hazard.
Who would you? I'm sorry, I keep derailing us. Maybe I shouldn't ask.
No, it's fine. No, wait, I want to know what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say, who would you want to have a smoke sesh with?
Like a dream blood rotation?
Yes.
In the show. Oh,
yeah, not just like anyone. It's like the Impractical Jokers, your gym teacher, Jerry Rousseau.
In the show, I'd probably go for oh shit. Okay. Wait. Dylan. Oh god. This is a lot. This is pressure. Zay. How many should I pick? Like, is it like there's a set number, or just
I don't know
how many? Okay, so Dylan,
a smaller group, but it can be a few more people.
And then I'm just do 3, which is Dylan, Zay, and my boy. I think it'd be fun to see Yogi. Hi.
I'm gonna say
it's hard.
Okay, what I was gonna say Jack, but I also want the other to smoke with the kids, and I feel like that wouldn't work. I'll do an adult, and then I'll do with the students. I would do Jack, Sean, and Harley.
Oh, Harley!
For the adults.
I mean, like, how many times do you think Harley has like taken blunts away from children?
He's like, he takes them and he smokes them. he's like, I need to confiscate this. Wink. And he
winks. No, it'd be funny if he winks like for real, but he doesn't actually wink. He just says it. Wink. Oh my god.
I would say for the students, well, we know that Lucas has. Well, they don't know, but like we know. But I don't think I would want. I feel like he'd be like, I don't know. Maybe he'd be kind of fun, but I don't know. I don't know if I would love.
I
his
feel like he
vibe.
would be one of those people who, when they got high, became paranoid. He's like,
oh,
what? Who's watching me? Who's here? What do you want to know about me? Well, you know what? I don't know, because I'm not like I've never smoked weed, but
Yeah.
I feel like you who knows more about this. Like, what would you think Lucas as a high person would be like?
I guess because I feel like he was doing it to be rebellious, and I think he would just like get really quiet and more in his own world, more usual. He like wouldn't respond to people. Like he like sit in the corner, like everyone's like chilling and talking, and he's just like in the corner, like fucking staring off into space, like looking very disturbed. But he's like probably chilling for the most part. Maybe he is kind of like spiraling, and then someone's like, "Hey, like Lucas, like you want some food or something?" And he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then it's like, and they're like it's Dylan, and he's like, "Oh, okay, like dope."
He's like,
right,
Dylan, who?
yeah.
I don't know a fucking Dylan. Who are you?
And maybe he would sleep for once. I mean, I guess he kind of sleeps, but like, yeah.
He's finally like chilled out for a moment.
Yeah, I would say Nate.
Oh yeah, he'd be fun.
Dylan will be good too, but since you picked Dylan, I'll pick Dave. Because I think he'd be fun, and maybe Nigel. I think he would be fun to start, and we would be like nerds about shit, and be like, what's the universe like? And like, oh my god, can you imagine if we were in Shakespeare times and we were in the audience? And like, isn't it so fucking cool how he like manipulates language? And like Nate, it would be like nerd.
That's so funny. And Dave is like, what's going on here? What the fuck is Shakespeare?
He would either be like that, or he would like suddenly recite like a whole entire monologue, and we'd be like, what the fuck, how do you know that? And he's like, I don't know, I sometimes just pick up books and read that shit, so I knew.
Dave is only smart when he's high.
Dave actually knows old English, and he's like, actually this is how they said it, so maybe you should.
Wait, Dave knows completely like a completely different language he starts using. Like he just starts speaking Spanish. Nate's like, what the fuck? Since when do you know Spanish? Right.
It's like completely fluent too.
He's completely fluent. Like, and Ash was like, wait a second, what? Okay.
I'm so sorry. Literally, we have derailed this like 5 times. I'm so sorry.
Well, we get to the next performance. Well, no, actually, wait.
Yeah, hold on. Because so Lucas and Riley take Issa to Eric and Jack.
Yeah,
and Jack's like, okay, bye, thanks. And Lucas is like, oh, no, let me stay. And Jack's like, no. And he drags him out, and he's like, so what do y'all know about the confessions page? And Riley's like, I literally know nothing about this school ever. And Lucas is like, I don't have a phone. We're making that up, but he's like, I don't know. Like, I don't check social media.
They really don't know. Like, they're like the worst people to ask.
So they're like, yeah, sorry. And Jack's like, okay, go back to class. And Lucas is like, I'm not fucking going back to class and listening to those bitches sing about shit. So he goes the other direction, and Riley's like, oh no, but she follows him.
I love them. They're
woo!
I'm sorry to say, I am a RL stan. I love them.
So we have Nicest Kids in Town from Hairspray.
Which is Hairspray. Oh my. See, this one made me mad.
Ooh.
And for the mere fact that they had Farkle in James Marsden's role.
Yeah, I was like, Farkle as corny is kind of like a funny bitch.
Like, just like that's not like, my boy.
I get it to a certain extent, because I feel like he would be like a very frantic like MC person, right? But I just don't think he has the exact same charm.
Yeah, I feel like that
corny requires.
But whatever.
Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be cute. And Charlie is Link Larkin, of course.
which is Zac Efron, which is like, okay, fine. We'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, I just because I don't remember their names. I just remember like the actors. I rank this one an 8 out of 10 because Hairspray is a good movie. It has some bops, and I think it would have given it more had it been Zay as James Marsden. But that's just me.
I guess it's like you can't because the whole point of the musical is like segregation, but also like
this
just
is
fucking do it. Who cares?
Yeah, like this is a musical. I don't care about like
we're not even in the musical. Like they're just singing the song.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
She takes her James Marsden serious.
He's so good looking. I recently was rewatching Enchanted, and he has the best roles.
I like his character a lot in there.
Yeah, he's like the stupidest himbo. I love him.
That makes sense.
Oh God. Okay, but the next scene is
How
one of my
you know that she loves you.
Oh yes, get it.
I feel like you know what? I feel like there could be a movie, alternate universe of Lucas and Riley Enchanted.
Yeah, because like in that movie, Patrick Dempsey's character Robert is just not like he's like, where did this music come from? Like, why you know this song too?
And Riley would be like a little princess bitch, and Charlie is James Marsden. Wait, but then that would mean like Zay and Lucas are together.
Well, you know what?
Honestly, that'd be kind of fun.
That'd be kind of fun, yeah. We can allow that.
We'll bring it back to the creators there. We can talk about it.
Yes.
I mean, it's a good movie. Go watch it after this.
Yes.
I won't, but do that.
Wait, has there really never been an Enchanted song in Ambition? There should be.
I don't know. There should be. There's some... Oh, maybe is there one for the cleaning song? I think that might be in there.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see when we get
to it like when they were I don't fucking know. Okay, maybe
well y'all are listening to a podcast with two bitches who don't be remembering shit.
This is because we just don't remember shit, and we also like don't listen to the songs half of the time. But now we do.
Let's do a high five.
1, 2, 3. You're just like a thunk.
It's like I have both hands occupied at the moment. I have the mic in my hand. I have my phone in the other. Oh my God. Well, whatever.
Wait, so what did you do?
I hit the freaking phone against the wall.
I was like, did you fucking like send your head back into the wall?
You know, that did go through my mind, but I was like, I don't want to get a concussion while doing the podcast.
Live concussion podcast.
Well,
oh jeez, I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, so Lucas
is like one of my favorite scenes because guess what? It's Lucas and Riley. Lucas is out in the like the lunch courtyard. It's like outside. It's a little cold, and he's going through a lot. You know, he's frustrated. He's kicking tables, and he's just being a boy, whatever. And then Riley's like watching all of this. She doesn't know if she should like get close or not, but like she stays. And oh my God, I love them because Lucas is like fuck my memory.
he doesn't like turn her away.
Yeah, like I love that while they're like he's explaining like Valerie and like how Isadora doesn't want her family life to be known or whatever, and he's like explaining this to her, and then later on he goes to her, like he tells Riley, like, I'm sorry that you're missing class because you're here. And I'm like, because okay, listen, it really goes to show you how much of a good guy he is. That he obviously is worried about Isadora, but he's also worried that he's like taking up Riley's like class time.
Right.
Like he's like, instead of turning her away and be like, get the hell away from me, I don't want you here, I'm vulnerable. No, he lets her, and he's like apologizing to her, and I'm like, wow, this is romance.
And Riley says, "Don't flatter yourself. I'm a big girl. I can make my own decisions about being a truant," which I like that because it's like, okay, Riley, and like, yeah, it's true. Like, she's her own person, and it's not on Lucas entirely, which I also think is important because I feel like Lucas blames himself for literally everything.
Yeah,
So
this
that's
poor
nice.
guy.
And then she says, "So far, it's not so bad." What a cute little moment, and they make eye contact.
Oh my god, it's just like
It's the
literally,
Victorian intricate rituals.
it literally it is. I don't know. It made my heart. First of all, like just making eye contact is so intimate, in my opinion. Like, have you ever looked at somebody's eyes for like longer than 2 seconds? That's like y'all are married at that point.
Sign the papers.
Sign the papers, baby. No prenup. It's ready to go. Right. Well, the next scene I don't really give a shit about because I don't care about the teachers.
Okay, well, I want to say something. Okay, so Sean is there or whatever. They're like fucking cleaning up, and then Sean's like, "Well, I'm loyal to my crew. Someone has to be," which I think is like, one, okay, he was not there, so yeah, but like it's a nice sentiment. Because Sean knew and he didn't like tell anyone about the Val thing. And then Sean's like, "Thanks for the holiday party from last ep," and there's like some tension, romantic tension. Okay, now we can move on.
That was a little but then it's like, it's not that it's, you know, okay, here's the thing. Angela's like touched by the fact that he's loyal, and I'm like,
okay, bitch, but you aren't.
But like, you're loyal to like only 2 people in your class, which is like Maya and Fargo. She doesn't give a shit about the other performers. And I'm like, you know what? Take a page out of Sean's teaching. Like, he's not the best, but he at least
like for
loyal.
once, that's where he comes out on top.
Yeah, literally.
And also in top on their relationship. Angela be pegging.
You heard it here, folks. Angela pegs.
Yep.
Right.
Equality. Okay, so Issa's...
we keep derailing. Oh my god, we get back to the show.
It's like literally we've been talking for an hour, and this is the shortest episode, like of the, and we're not even, nothing has happened. Okay, Issa's having a rough time, and Eric is like, "You know, you can like take your time. You don't have to like go to lunch in the cafeteria if you don't want to. But the longer that you put it off, like the worse your anxiety is gonna get," which I think makes sense. But then it also kind of like causes some trouble for later. But yeah, and
Eric is not the best counselor.
Yeah, like there's a nice moment later that I think is like, okay, work. He was doing good there, but sometimes it's like, I mean, I guess it's not his fault that like everyone is fucking awful, but it's like everyone is fucking awful. You should kind of know that
like,
about this school.
You've been here a little while, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, so Riley bumps into Charlie in the hall. Charlie's like, "Hey, did you see all the drama?" And Riley is like, pulls him into another classroom to talk about the post about them. And Riley, like, she's kind of vague about it until she's like more explicit. She's like, "So do you like me? Like, what are we? Do you want to be with me?" And Charlie's like, "Oh," and he like takes his arm away from Riley.
He first of all, he says, "Yeah, they're like, you were just friends, like no worries."
Yeah.
But then he contradicts himself because the next scene he's like talking about the rumor and how it's like, it's because it's not like that problematic. It's like, it's not worth stressing over.
He's kind of just like, she's like, "Why aren't you upset about it?" And he's like, "Well, like, it's not harmful, so like whatever."
Yeah, but then he like says this one quote, and it's like, dude, you are giving her the wrong idea, because he's like, he whispers and everything, and he's like, "I mean, if it were true, you and me, would that be the worst thing in the world?" Yes, it would be the worst thing in the world. Literally, everybody booed.
Boo. Riley is like, okay, I have to go. I thought that's like one of the lines where I'm like, I'm still don't really like get why he said it, but I feel like one, it could be like to kind of keep her still in that like, well, what are we kind of thing, you know? But I also think in truth I mean, again, it could just be like part of an act, but I also wonder if it's like less about Riley and like more the idea of their relationship and the idea that like if it were true, a lot of things would be easier for Charlie and like easier and like for himself, like maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Maybe he could be in a relationship with her. You know what I'm putting down?
Yeah. I picked it up and I slapped it on some butter, and now it's a toast.
That sounds good. Put a little jam on it. Do you like jam or do you like?
Yeah, listen, I'm not a peanut butter and jelly girl. I'm sorry.
You don't like jam on toast?
I don't like jam on toast. Like I don't
It's
like
good
jam
to me.
on bread.
Do you put like cinnamon sugar?
Cinnamon sugar?
Sometimes?
No, I've never done that. Never. No, I don't
should
think I've
do
ever done that. I tried making French toast once and it really failed.
French toast is literally so fucking good.
I haven't had French toast in a long time, and I'm really sad about that. And I literally can't look at a French toast without crying a little bit. This is like way before I knew how to bake and shit. I was like, or cook. I was like, I'm gonna make some French toast, and I literally could not figure out how to work the stove. It was burning. The thing was just too soaked, and I was like, Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
God. So, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So Charlie smiles to Riley as she leaves, but then his smile drops kind of once she leaves, and it's like, what is up with this dude?
And then we gets into a performance.
The best performance of the episode, may I say.
It was fun. It was good.
Is Dirty Little Secret. Finally, we get Charlie kind of like performing by himself.
Good song.
This is a fucking banger.
Period.
It fucks. And so he's basically rocking out in the halls. I think that it's kind of criminal that this performance has like only 4 sentences about it.
Yeah, it's really
so. Yeah.
You said you had like the lyrics.
Let's get into this. So, I said obviously this is not like about Riley and him actually having a secret relationship because they don't, but it could refer to the fact that they don't like each other and the rumors are still going and he's just gonna like keep that secret. Or I think other viewers would think, oh, maybe he does actually have a crush and he just like doesn't want to tell her. But really something else. And so one of the lines I picked, find out games you don't want to play, which I thought was interesting in terms of Riley because she doesn't know like what Charlie is getting at, like what is he even doing? Like, is he genuine? Why doesn't he care about the rumors and stuff? And also like, I think it's the idea that if she knew what he was up to, she probably wouldn't want to participate in like what he's doing. Like the games that he's playing.
Yeah.
The line, when we live such fragile lives, it's the best way to survive. Like the idea that there's a lot that could fall apart in Charlie's life and like he's lying to survive. Like he believes that it's like a survival tactic. So like what does he have to survive? What is he lying about?
Yeah.
Those thoughts I can't deny. What thoughts? And all I've tried to hide, it's eating me apart. Like that's on some.
It's like
crazy shit.
That's why I said like in the beginning, it's like maybe to us it's like not subtle because we know, but I don't know, but it's just not subtle.
Yeah, I mean, some people just aren't like as open as us, but
well, then again, like before I knew, I was like, I'm very confused.
So you weren't really sure.
I wasn't sure. Like I can't remember because it was like in 2019 when I read this. But I was more focused because coming into it, I was more focused on Riley and Lucas and just on like that, like mainly on those characters. But now I'm like more into like all the other characters too. Like I'm not just focused on these 2 characters. So now it's like, oh, okay, I could see, but back then I'm like, I didn't see. I didn't have my eyes opened.
Yeah. I will. Well, as I said in episode 1, I instantly was like, okay, I have my fucking peepers peeled on this bitch. And then like this performance is like, oh my god, fruity as hell. So I just knew.
Yeah. It'd be like that, yeah.
So his performance takes us up to lunchtime. And
yay! Not really though.
Farkle is trying to get people to shut up because he's like, y'all keep interrupting rehearsal by gossiping, but he's also like, this is kind of probably affecting a lot of people and like hurting people. So we see that he kind of has, he does care about other people.
There's the line that he says though, it's like, so just stuff it and eat your processed chicken nuggets. It's fascinating that the cannibal is talking about food.
Yeah, he's like, you want processed? I eat it raw.
He's still raw. I'm so sorry if that laugh was like the loudest thing.
I think we shattered so many eardrums this episode that it's okay.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
And we also see Riley is kind of like relaying info to Zay, Yindra, and Charlie, but she's not like leaking everything. And she mentions Lucas and Isadora, and then as soon as she does, it's like fucking Beetlejuice, and they come in, and the energy shifts, and we get Tremble for My Soul instrumental, which I hadn't listened to. Well, yeah, I don't fucking listen to the songs a lot of the time, but I thought like, oh, this like was a cool background track to this scene.
Like, this is what I mean, but like, where the hell did they get this song from? Because I don't. How do you even learn about this? Because who the hell is Tremble for My Beloved? Like, who's the collective soul?
It's probably like some random fucking like band that Maggie knows about. She like sometimes she just knows like some random shit that like I will never.
It's wild. She on like some X Games mode. Like her mind, it be working overtime.
Oh wait, I think it was in Twilight.
Oh, it was in Twilight. Was it? Okay, well, girl.
Oh wait.
Know. You know what? Is it?
I'm gonna look this up.
That'd be fascinating. Well, okay, so basically the scene is kind of crazy, y'all, because
it is in Twilight, so that's probably how it's which is a good fucking movie.
The Twilight Twilight does have a lot of bops though.
Oh, their soundtrack absolutely fucks so hard, like it's insane.
Yeah,
but
I love their songs.
We're here to talk about this. I don't want to get on a Twilight rant.
Yeah. Well,
this like
Twilight,
5 hours long.
Let's not go into Twilight.
Okay.
Twilight. Yeah. Okay.
Well, okay. Yeah, we can talk about the Twilight AU later, another day. I'm sorry. I'm literally like, I don't want to get into it, and I fucking get into it.
Okay, so basically, what happens in this scene is while they're walking past like a table, Darby, Jai, Maya. Well, Maya doesn't really do anything. She's like very quiet about this, but Sarah always has something to say.
Ugh, I fucking hate her so much.
She's like I can't believe she's your mom. I guess the talent gene skipped a generation.
Mm-hmm. Well, Maya does say leave it alone earlier, which is interesting because it's like, oh, she kind of cares, but it's one of the only times that they don't listen to her. Like, she doesn't have her power over them, which is kind of interesting.
Yep.
And yeah, so Lucas is like getting pissed as they're talking shit, and he says like, don't, like, it doesn't matter. And Sarah says, I think the talent gene skipped a generation. And Wyatt then says she got the R slur gene instead.
Yes.
Oh my
god. It just really makes you want to fucking go at him and murder him.
I'm curb stomping that bitch so hard. Like I hate him.
This is literally like the most, okay, not to bring this, okay, literally Lucas is so sexy for what he does this time, because he like okay, first of all, he's like, okay, he smiles like very like,
he says like tearing up, but she's like, don't fucking do anything,
and he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything, no trouble here. And then he goes, turns around, and just literally clocks her in his
that
face.
bitch.
My boy punched Wyatt's soul into another dimension. And literally everything just goes to shit because everybody's like, oh, world star!
World star. World star. Yeah, so everyone's like, oh, fuck.
Everybody is crazy. Like, everybody is hyped. Like, I feel like, why is it with fights in schools that people go crazy?
I think because we're like primal being stuck in a cage, and it's like, oh, there's something going on, and so we just want to see like shit go down.
That's interesting.
I'm like going fucking annoying as hell. No. We're all just like beasts, and like school is a prison.
But it's true.
No, it's true. So Dasher go and defend Lucas as the fight starts, which is like work. And
that is amazing.
Riley's like, oh my god.
She just like does not know what to do, trying to do something, like trying to stop people from like getting close. Oh my god. And then I think one of the funniest scenes, like, is just when Farkle he attempts to like stop the fight. And I'm like, who told this blazer cannibal wearing dude that he could stop them?
He's literally a fucking string bean. Like, he's like snap peas, like. But so he tries to go into the fight, and he catches a stray punch, and he like goes directly to the fucking ground.
My man didn't even last a second up in there.
Knocked out. And so Maya gets Isidore out of there. And Harley gets there first, and Lucas is like, and Riley gets Sean, which is like, can he really fucking do anything? But he actually does get Lucas like off of Wyatt. And Lucas is like, I'm gonna kill him! I'm gonna kill him! Which is like, as he should.
As he should. That's very iconic behavior.
Mm-hmm. So, what would Emma Han do in this fight? I would say, first of all, we are eating a mound of tater tots.
Like, we can never finish the full thing because something always happens in school.
I don't know. We're just like, what the fuck, man? Like,
we're just. I think it'd be funny though if we start using them as like bullets.
We just fucking throw them.
Wyatt says that bullshit, and we're like, excuse me, and then we're like, just throw one at his face. And it's like the first casualty.
Goes ding off his forehead.
And it's like the entire time he has a smear of ketchup on his face because the tater tot had a little bit of ketchup. You think it's blood, but it's actually ketchup.
We like dipped it, and then he said that, and we're like, oh. And threw that shit. I think we would fight him.
Honestly, we would be one of the people that like jumps on him.
Yeah, like I don't love to fight, but if you're fucking saying that shit, oh hell no, I'm fighting your ass so hard.
Emma Han probably bit him.
Literally, we would bite him. One time when I was a kid, me and my sister that I'm like close with now, like we would fight all the time. And one time I fucking bit her arm like really, really hard, and she was like, "I have to go to the hospital," but like she didn't actually need to go to the hospital. But like drew blood.
Imagine she had to get stitches because of your.
Oh my god.
Your freaking chompers.
I know, there's like baby teeth. Yeah, so we would definitely bite his ass. He would have like marks.
Yeah, I'm a biter. Wait, that's. Anyways, we have a really sweet moment with Maya and Isadora in the dressing room, and Maya's like, you know, screw Wyatt, he's a dumbass, like all of these people are, so yes, you included. But you know, it's the first time we see Maya be nice like this.
Yeah.
Becky,
so this was a nice moment.
It's a nice moment. Very nice. But do I care about Maya? No.
And then it gets next we're back at the cafeteria, and it's like there's fucking blood on the floor.
No, it's ketchup. It's ketchup.
It's blood, and it's mixed in with our ketchup.
Oh my god!
Parker's like, oh, this tastes like ketchup. I don't want it. The way that was like a fucking ambulance siren.
What is it gonna just like the visual of Fargo just like doing some criminal mind shit? He like with his pinky finger or whatever, he like smears it, and he's like
still knocked out, but he's like, ooh, hold on.
"Ooh, this is tasty."
Okay, so Zay, Riley, and Charlie are cleaning up, and Zay's like, it's good Wyatt got his ass beat, and Charlie's like, yeah, but Lucas is like definitely gonna get fucking expelled for this, and Riley's like,
Riley hears
what? Yeah,
oh my god,
he can't get expelled, and she fucking leaves. And
she's
so
like,
Zay,
fuck this cleaning, that's for you guys to do. I have more important things to do.
Zay's like, so Charlie, like, why are you so chill about the rumors? And Charlie's like, I don't know. But Zay, his ass is not buying it. And it says, Charlie grows more and more nervous at the way Zay seems to see right through him. He suggests they focus on the cleaning, avoiding any further interrogation. So, one, the way that Zay is like the one who can like fucking tell that he's
like
being weird. Yes, there's a connection there. And two, that Charlie is like I don't want to talk about it, especially because I think he knows that Zay would understand if he got questioned anymore.
That's
and
so special.
Yeah. Next we have Sean. He got hurt by when Lucas taking him off of Wyatt or whatever, and Angela helps patch him up. And she sings Never Can Say Goodbye, which it's like at why the fucking Glee version again.
I don't really care about this entire performance.
I'm going to plug Stevie Wonder's cover of Close to You and Never Can Say Goodbye with the talk box. Go look it up on YouTube. It's fucking cool as shit.
I'll do that after.
It's dope. But anyways, Angela is falling. Whatever.
I just feel like it's like I ranked it. I forgot to say I ranked the Dirty Little Secret one 8.6 out of 10.
Okay, should be 12, but
well, listen,
no, it's okay. There wasn't like a lot of like meat to get into.
Yeah, like it was just here's the performance, and then he leaves. But then with this one, with the Angela performance, I gave it like 7 out of 10 because the song isn't horrible, but I think it's just not the time for this.
Yeah, I think like I'm sure it sounds good, but I'm just sort of like, okay, like hold on. Like there's other shit going on. A kid is dead.
And if he ain't, he about to be.
It's sort of just like maybe after the maybe just don't sing.
Maybe Angela, you should just be quiet, just for a little bit. Like we have a kid who's like half dead. We have a cannibal on the loose. We have Lucas who's like about to kill a bitch. You know, there's more important things at this moment. Well,
so speaking of, Eric is like getting Asa out of there, and he's like, "Get the fuck out" to the other teachers, which is like, okay,
he doesn't have his own room for this.
That's true that he could have got to I guess it's because the teacher's lounge is more comfy. So he wanted to take her there, or like it was closer. Maybe.
I just go back for the teachers there because it's like, wow, we don't even get like screen time, and now we get kicked out. Fuckers, dude.
It's like Corey. He's like eating fucking roast lunch. He's like crying because his wife is gonna leave him, and Eric's like, "Brother, get the fuck out!" And he's like, oh, "Damn, what the shit?" Like, okay, fine.
Corey and then finally gets a piece of moment.
And like he's like, why are people crying? Like, and he still doesn't know that there was a fight that day.
God, it's so funny.
Anyways, in general I like that because I'm like, okay, Eric is taking charge. Like he's like,
yes,
get out.
Wig.
And now we have the Jack and Lucas obvious scene, which is like, I love the scene.
Stop it. I can't. I'm not strong enough.
So Jack is like obviously very pissed. And also Lucas has not even been to a nurse, which actually, let me put that as an infraction. I forgot. Because let him go to fucking nurse. Like, you can wait a second.
And it hurts even more, especially because when his outcome is revealed, like they don't even give him a chance to go anywhere to go get them healed.
Yeah. Also, of course, the fight was an infraction. It happens all the time, so it's not unique, but like it was kind of a mess, and I feel like it could have been handled better.
Yeah, I feel like they should have teachers at the lunchroom like monitoring shit. Like, why did it take so long for somebody to get involved?
Yeah, that's true.
Like especially in a performing arts school, I feel like if it's like such a expensive school to get into, there should be security guards. There's always gonna be like I remember there was always a security guard in the cafeteria in the cafeteria room because there was always some bullshit going on. That's
Yeah,
what they
we would
should
have
have.
like police around on our fucking grounds. So I don't get how, and especially, and even to this season 3, there are bitches being crazy. So it's like, can you just have someone there? I'm not police because I don't want fucking police, but
A cab,
yeah, but just like I don't know, have like
a security guard.
Who's a character from? Have that fish guy from Growing World.
You think I remember these people? Like, I didn't even realize there were so many characters we didn't know until we read Admission.
I think it should be the fish Phil guy. Do you remember that episode?
Girl, I don't remember. Oh, wait. Where he had like a bunch of like goldfish.
Yeah, where they like fucking kill the fish over and over.
And then the owl detective thing came from that.
Oh god.
Curse.
Okay, I'm sorry to bring that up.
Yeah, well,
Growing World isn't real. It's okay.
It's
Breathe,
not
everyone.
real. Yeah, no. Ambition is the original, and Grumby's World is the fan fiction. So
for real.
So basically, Jack didn't know what Wyatt had said because nobody had given like a testimony to what had happened, which is like, okay, who was even giving witness reports? Okay,
Yeah.
they should have had Emma Han.
Oh, exactly. But I thought it was so funny how he's like, what am I supposed to do when there's someone shouting, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill him, and Lucas is like, sounds like hearsay, kind of a big problem at this school. Like, he's so fucking annoying. I love him.
He got that big dick energy, you know. He don't give a damn.
But
it's
yeah,
just
it's
energy,
funny.
you know. It's not
I know what you
actual.
mean. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Period.
But yeah, so then Jack finds out Lucas is like, yeah, he like called her a slur, and then Jack's like, oh, like yeah, that's pretty fucking bad.
And nobody told me that, you know.
Yeah.
So basically, like the punishment was that Dylan, Asher, Sarah, they're gonna have a day suspension and Saturday detention, which is bad. Not that bad. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, and then Lucas is like, don't punish them, Dylan and Asher, which I thought was like nice. Like he's like, they were just trying to defend me.
I think it's funny though that he thinks that he just by saying that Jack would be like, oh yeah, that's totally fine. We'll let him go. We'll
I know.
Like it's good. Like,
you have no sway here.
You have no control, Lucas. And then we hear that Wyatt is going to be given like a week-long suspension, which is good, but I feel like he should have gotten expelled.
Exactly.
Because, like, okay. But then we got to the moment where Lucas is like, and to hear what Jack is going to give him. And then Jack is like, 10 days, effective immediately. Go get your things. So basically, he's not supposed to be in school for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like okay, basically, I was just gonna say that when I was reading this, I was like, all this time that I was saying that Lucas never gets in trouble, and now he finally has to get like suspended. I was like, this is not. I hate it here. I shouldn't have been saying that he should have gotten in trouble more. I regret it.
Yeah.
He should not have gotten in trouble.
Yeah. So but Lucas is like, wait, can I please go see Isadora and see that she's okay first?
Sweet.
And Jack's like, yeah, you can.
But only 5 minutes. That's it. We have to like hurry up because I feel like we already reached like an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, okay. So Riley is at Eric's and she's like, Lucas can't be expelled. And Eric's like, yeah, like he's not getting expelled. And she's like, what? Oh, okay, like that's good. It was just funny.
This is so funny to me. She was on the case. She was ready to get him not expelled. She thought she was gonna do something. Okay, but this part is kind of like frustrating to me because it's like, when Eric is like, you might be like wondering why he's even here. Like he's not even like a performer, and he's like, him being here is not his like first choice.
Mhm.
And then he goes into a spiel about his home life and like if you want, you can explain that better because I'm like trying to rush, but I don't want to rush.
I can do it. So basically, Lucas is there at the school for a favor to one of Jack's friends, so nepotism, to get away from his father because his dad works at the public high school and like he's not a good dad, and Lucas basically had to like skip so much school that he repeated freshman year. So when he came to AAA, and so he's a year older than the others, we find out. But basically, like anything that he does wrong, like he's not going to get expelled for because he kind of has to be here, which I said is an infraction, but like I support him being there, but like infraction. And
we can look away for this one though.
Yeah, but yeah. Then Riley is like, is anyone here even happy? And Eric's like, eh.
Okay, but I feel like this part is so weird to me because it's like you as a counselor are telling a stranger this guy's in like private life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously she's not a stranger to him, but yeah, it's like maybe she shouldn't be privy to this information. I'll write that down. That's like giving away confidential information.
Like poor Lucas is like, oh, so you know about my dad now. Great.
Yeah.
Does everybody know? Like it's like I love Riley, but I feel like you should not have been told.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but whatever, it's fine.
So Riley sings "Fake Happy," which I like that song. It's a good song. There's not that much about
like again, like it was like two words and like let's go. I give this a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see them all like dazed and depressed in the halls and stuff, but yeah, there's not a lot to like pick apart here. And so Lucas does visit Issa and she's like, dope, except then she sees like all the damage on him after the fight and she's like, what the hell? Like, what were you even thinking? Like, you shouldn't have fought with like all the possible consequences. And moreover, she's like, if you're not here, I have to deal with this alone and I can't do that. Which I think is like, I understand that, but I feel like it's kind of unhealthy.
It's
not that I, yeah. I mean, I do like watching unhealthy-ish relationships on shows and stuff, but it's just sort of like, it should, I feel like you should be more concerned that he was like hurt or something, but
she's like, Lucas, anyways, enough about you, it's me time.
Yeah. So Lucas doesn't tell her that he got suspended because she's like, I can't do it without her, which is like, just fucking tell her, like she's gonna find out anyways and you're just gonna drop off the face of the earth, so that's like gonna be more annoying to her.
Literally, but like, you're gonna be gone for 10 days. I think she'll notice.
Yeah. And we have this moment where Maya goes to talk to Farkle and helps put makeup on his bruise, and Farkle's like, why are you helping me? Like, we're not really friends. And she was like, I'm impressed that you jumped in and that you have an actual heart. Which, first of all,
look who's talking.
Yeah, like I feel like you're the one who's been more heartless.
Like Farkle has shown like more heart.
Yeah.
For being accountable, like he's shown more heart.
But anyways, she's like, yeah, maybe we can become friends in the future or whatever.
Whatever.
And then we have the last song.
Is Titanium, performed by David Guetta, and it's featuring
Sia, who's like a piece of shit ableist now, so I feel like that's like
I don't fuck with her, dude. This song is ass and she's ass. This entire, like, we should just cut this out. Like, just, this is not important to the show.
I was like, yeah, like, what is this? Like, who is, like, okay. Like, I mean, I get it, but I just, like, I fucking hate this song, and and like, okay, I don't get why anyone else is singing this.
This got a 0 out of 10. Don't want to hear about it. No, you got a -0.
But the important part that is, Issa submits a photo of her and Valerie to the confessions page, and she puts, I'm Valerie De La Cruz's daughter. My surname is De La Cruz, not Smackle. So now you know. Now fuck off. Leave me alone.
Which is like,
and then she blocks the account.
Yeah, like, it's good that she's like taking up control. She's like, this is me. This is my life. Man. Yeah.
And that's the episode.
And that was the episode.
There was 5 infractions.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite character?
Oh, right, I forgot about this. My favorite character, Lucas.
Same. Least favorite character? 1, 2,
Wyatt.
3, Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt. Sorry.
It's okay. Favorite dynamic?
Luca Dora.
I said Lucas, Issa, and Riley, and like all the combinations.
Ooh, yeah.
Favorite performance? Dirty Little Secret for me.
See, this is also biased. I'm sorry. I think that'd be my second. My favorite was Riley's Fake Happy.
That was good. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dill Franking. I said, and this was kind of hard for me, but I put Eric number 1 because, okay, like I have problems with him, but he like tried and he did the damn thing. Then I put Sean because he was like loyal to his people. Then I put Jack, which it hurts me not putting him as number 1, but like he's hot and I'm not mad at him, but like he wasn't really doing a lot and also like kind of fucked up to be like leave immediately or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
4th, I put Corey. Then I put Kenneth, who was mentioned, and then I put whoever raised Wyatt because they're a bitch.
Well, I am happy to tell you that our first 3 are exactly the same.
Wow.
I put Eric as first because he really came through. He's shown today. Sean, yeah, he with his helping out Issa and whatever, and then 2 was Sean because I like that he kind of helped out and he was a little bit more heart was shown, and then 3rd was Jack because I hated that he suspended my boy, sexy, but at what cost, you know?
But he's we were like begging for him to do something, and he does something. It's like, sorry, your Dill Franking drops, but I get it. Yeah.
Listen, what I asked for came true, with like, it hurts because I didn't expect it to hurt that much.
Okay, and then after Jack, did you put anyone?
No, I forgot about the rest. I didn't give a shit about Kenneth or Corey.
Okay, well, that's all we have for you. I apologize for the 10 billion conversations we had. Thank you for listening, and keep your peepers peeled for the next episode.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.